how are you doing today? I hope it's well. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Bella. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay and Poshmark. I have my what solds from overnight. We've got some interesting things, one that, had a lot of interest, and it's a brand that you're probably not going to think would have a lot of interest. So I will share that one with you. I have one item that I picked up just last week. Actually, it was last Thursday, but I listed it and it sold within 1 hour. So you're gonna want to stick around and see that. So let's get started. And we also have just a bolo item as well that I mentioned a few weeks ago. So we'll get into that. I'll just start simply here with these Earth Spirit Classic shoes. Selling a lot more shoes lately. Don't know why that is. I mean, these kind of I feel like you could probably wear these any time of the year, but I'm gonna turn my camera a little bit. They're really cute. They're like mules. They've got a little heel. So they are Earth Spirit Classics. Where did these, are these my, so we had 1 Poshmark sale, 3 eBay sales. Did anybody else today did anybody else wake up to snow today? I'm just gonna, oh, it's melted. I just looked, I was getting ready to do this in our wooded area, there's still snow, but we woke up to snow here. I was outside scraping this morning when I was heading out to my workout class, and I couldn't believe it. And everybody I've talked to today was just like, oh my gosh, snow. So hopefully you're somewhere warm today. But all right, these shoes, I think these were a size 7. I accepted an offer on them. I've had them for a while from a church sale. They sold for $14. My estimated profit after cost of goods, $11.68. And I do ship these. I did it the other day and it worked out pretty well. I'm gonna double bag ship these. Well, here, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use one of these and tightly wrap them up, and then use a big poly mailer to get them out the door. I don't use a lot of boxes anymore, and I just find this works just as well if you secure them well enough. I mean, these aren't moving around. So, and then I have these bigger poly mailers. I do link what I use from Amazon in the description. So if you're ever looking for these items, you can check those out in my description of what I use. Typically now I just get the same, if it isn't broke, don't fix it, right? Or whatever. I just get the same items that I've been using for the past couple of years. It's easy on Amazon. Just go back to buy it again, and I find it easy to just go right in there and get what I need. So I use this big mailer. I just use this size mailer and then my thank you mailer, which you'll see in other video, or I'm sorry, in this video. Okay. So those will be going out today. How are your sales going? I was really excited because sales really picked up within the last day or so. Like yesterday was a great day. These 4 sales, I was really excited because I was having a bit of a slow week, if you've watched some of my other videos this week. But 4 items in 24 hours is awesome to me. Okay, next let's go with the bolo here. This is so cute. I came across this at Salvation Army. This was probably about a month or 6 weeks ago at the Salvation Army. There was only, this totally gives me Alice in Wonderland vibes. I loved Alice in Wonderland as a kid. It is, I didn't even tell you, it's Victoria's Secret. This was kind of like an accidental bolo for me, this particular one. Now, I don't know if other styles are the same. It does have the corset back. When I researched this, because I was so cute, I'm like, I'm just going to pick this up. And I paid $4 for it, which it's kind of on the high end for me, especially for like a bra. But when I researched it, there was only one other one listed. This is an earlier Y2K pattern where when this came out, and it was listed for like $49.99, and I was like in shock. So I did want to price it competitively, and I do have a coupon in my store. They did not use a coupon for this. Actually, I don't even think that they used a sale for this. I think this was purchased yesterday in between the time of resetting my sale, which I do every Tuesday. And there is a little bit of a lag time where there will be no sale going on until the sale resets, which it could take like 2 hours. Once I put it in, okay, I'm putting my store back on sale, then it does take eBay like an hour or two to update and do all that. So, and that is when this sold. So this Victoria's Secret camisole sold for $44.25. So it did, I priced mine down a little bit because the other one, like I said, was $49. So I priced this at $44.25, and my estimated profit after cost of goods, fees, and bags and all that jazz, $22.94 for a bra, people. So be on the lookout for those. I'm sure it has a lot to do with the pattern, but I also think it has a lot to do with the fact that it's a corset. It's a full length corset back. It is really cute. So yeah, that is definitely, be on the lookout for that if you come across it. I always say, just take a peek through the bras and section. So I typically always do that. I notice at particularly Salvation Army, they almost never put their bras on sale. Like either that, or there always is one tag, I feel like, that maybe the Salvation Army, like it might be just the red tag, that they maybe only put that on sale during like big clearance sales for the whole store. Like I know there's a day in December that the Salvation Army does 50%. Well, you know what? It might be Black Friday. Leave it down in the comments if you know when they do that. They might do it. I'm pretty sure it would be store like nationwide that they would do that. So, and typically the bras are at my store. That's not every bra, but it's a lot of them. Salvation Army has figured out that bras are worth money, I guess, because they are keeping them marked up for the most part. There we go. Thank you, bag. All right, next up. Okay, so next up I said, what's a brand that you wouldn't think would have a lot of interest, but this did? And it is Old Navy. This bra, this little bra here, and size, this is Active by Old Navy, had like 4 watchers, okay? This ultimately sold on Poshmark. So again, this is really light. This actually, I believe, came from my last bins haul. Bras weigh what, like 0.3? So this probably cost me 25 or 30 cents, if that. And I accepted an offer or I think they bought it outright. I think my Posher VA sent what am I looking for? Sent an offer, and it sold for $12. And after the fee from the bins, the estimated profit is $8.05. So I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but again, 2 bras in one order is really good. I mean, in one day, I didn't get as many bras this time at the bins as I had hoped to find. If you end up at the bins, it's definitely worth digging, looking up. There's so many bra names. I suppose that's just like clothing. There's a lot of clothing names that I am always learning, I feel like. But it's definitely worth the time to look up bras. I have always been so surprised at how much bras cost. It's just insane to me. And I feel like that's even since I was, 20 years ago. Bras have always been expensive. People are always looking for bras. And before I really got into reselling and thrifting, I would have been like, really? People buy used bras? Yes, they do. So keep an eye out. My favorite place to get bras, honestly, you know what I'm going to say, right? is church sales. That's my favorite place. I mean, because it's really, really overlooked. I feel like I don't always at church sales. I typically go right to shoes. And so, because that's where I stock up on my shoes. And I'm going, and then I'm heading to clothes. And there's usually a lot left to choose from by the time I make, depending on where the placement is of the bras in the sale. Usually by the time I get there, they haven't even really been looked at. And another thing, I probably mentioned it before, if you find underwear in boxes, vintage underwear, new in the packaging, like that is the place that I find that the most is at church sales. And that's even like, I recently sold like some long johns that were St. John's Bay, which is not something that I would typically pick up. But yeah, they sold, they were new in package. I think those I got for like 50 cents. That was at a little mom and pop thrift store. So just be on the lookout. I don't know. I don't even comp those kind of things if I can get it for that cheap. People can't find those anymore. Like, if you've had the same pair of long johns for 15 years and they finally gone out of style or you can't wear them anymore, then, you got to get them where you can get them. And people are going to go to eBay and look for those. So, okay. I mentioned yesterday, this is Polo Ralph Lauren. So I mentioned in my bins video that I was not sure if this was men's or women's. Upon more research, I discovered that this is definitely a men's. There were other ones listed on eBay. Washable cashmere. This is what I mentioned at the beginning. Sold in under an hour. Now, this was the first item to sell yesterday. I was looking to get my store moving again. I knew cost of goods wise what I had into this because it came from the bins. So I got an offer for $20 and I did think, okay, should I wait? And I guess that all depends. Personally, I didn't wait, but should you wait if you're looking for information? That is up to you, honestly. I discovered, I really believe that one sale means more sales. And yesterday, once I accepted this offer on this sweater, I got 2 more sales within, I don't know, a few hours. So would I have gotten those other sales if I had countered? Who knows? I never, ever, ever decline an offer, even if it's like, and I get them, I'm sure we all do. If you're a reseller, somebody will offer you like $2 and the item's like $39. And I'm like, wait, what? Did their finger slip or something? And sometimes they just want to go back and forth with you, and you're never going to get to the right spot. And, if somebody makes me an offer, I look at it and I honestly think, what did the item cost me? Do I want, like, this item I didn't even have to put away in its bin. It was ready to go in the bin when it sold, and I was like, yeah. So, and another reason I also said go for it for this was because it came from the bins. If I'd have paid, and now knowing this, I have never found washable cashmere. If, it seems very desired, and I definitely could have gotten more for this, but I might have been hanging on to it longer than I would like. So that's the long-winded answer as to why I accepted $20. It also does have a bit of pilling, which I was going to sweater shave it, but I never had time to even do that because it sold so fast. I wanted to get some listings up yesterday. This was the first one I listed, and it was gone. So huge bolo. If you see Polo Ralph Lauren washable cashmere, and this is 100% cashmere, go for it all day. So yeah, this sold for $20. My estimated profit after the fees and cost of good and bags, $17.51. Now, my total from the bins haul was $61. So this one sweater that sold for $17.51, that's a good chunk of what, not the whole package, but it's a good chunk of what I spent on the whole haul at the bins. So just, that's how I weigh into it. I did get a comment probably about a week ago, and I might have mentioned it already, just like, it said something along the lines of, don't you get upset when you see, oh gosh, how did they word it? Do you get upset when you see items sell for less than they're worth, than they're worth, or something like that? And yes and no. I mean, no, not really. I definitely am a different reseller than, we're all different. We all have different margins that we need to make. We are heading in a direction where, thrifting, I feel like is never going to go away, but I am a fast nickel versus a slow dime. It's just, I felt good about accepting this offer, and here I am, like, I'm not defending myself, but I just want you to know that it's up to you. That is why you are the seller. If you are selling, you set your price with what you're comfortable with, and that offer came in, and I wanted to get my store moving for the day, get some sales, and it worked. That, in my mind, like, that eBay likes to see activity on listings. They want to see sellers that are willing to accept offers. Now, by no means am I telling you to accept offers for something, I wasn't going to lose money on this either way. So, and it's totally up to you. You have to be the advocate for your store and for your business. So, wrapped it up really, really nice and tight. I believe this is going to California. Yes, it is. Okay. Which sometimes, I've mentioned it before, things going to California and Texas, because everything's bigger than Texas, even the postal fees. I'm probably repeating myself, but it's just always been interesting to me why is Texas more expensive to ship there? Like, why? I don't know. California is, but I can, like, be cheaper to send to Montana or Utah than it is to Texas. I don't know. What's next to Texas? Mississippi? I don't know. But I've always found anything going to California and anything going to Texas, like, it's almost like a guarantee that it's going to cost more. I almost wonder if, like, what's going on, like, with stuff that goes to Texas? Does it have to go through, like, a lot of different channels, and I don't know. If you know, if you work for the Postal Service, let me know. I'd love to know. It's just fascinating to me. And just remember too, it's good to print your labels from eBay if you can. They do offer a pretty deep discount, up to 30%, at least for me. I can't say, and I will mention this in the comments, if you have a store or don't, what do you see when you go to print your label, eBay shows for the ground advantage what you're going to be saving by printing your label off eBay. I'm curious if, I don't know, I've been a seller so long, I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I have a basic store. I ship regularly, like every day. I have no idea what goes into play when it comes to that. So I'd be curious to know that if you don't have a store, are you offered a less amount of discount on eBay? It's really worth it. I was the other day at the post office behind somebody that was trying to show them their phone and ship everything, and you definitely can do that. It is an option now. You take your package there, scan a code, and I think they can just print the label right there. But save yourself a lot of money. I was always like, whenever I, in the past, mailed an item like myself that wasn't, you would just be shocked at how much it will cost. So that's my tip of the day. Don't let your money go to waste. Keep yourself in business. Don't pay too much for shipping. And, you know, hey, if I wasn't saving money via eBay shipping, I would say that. I was like, if there is a better option, and there could be, like, I know there's other shipping places, but I also find that by shipping on eBay with their system, it automatically updates the seller, or I'm sorry, the buyer, and lets them know their item is coming. Be ready. Here's the tracking number. You don't ever have to like send somebody the tracking number. Everything is right there automated for you. So you're paying that big bucks to sell on eBay. You might as well let them work for you. Okay? So, all right, that was for a total profit today of $60.18. So a good day if I do say myself. So we've got some exciting things. I've got another church sale coming up. Let me know. I have an idea. I'm curious what you guys think. I have followed a couple of other YouTube resellers that are using the Ray-Ban Meta glasses to tape when they go to thrift stores and rummage sales. The reason I'm a little bit apprehensive is because it's straight, it wouldn't be the long form view. It almost looks like what a short would look like on YouTube. So I would love to be able to do that. You know, as I've told you before, I have a little bit of anxiety going into sales and things where you know, like I can't use my camera. Like there's one in particular that I do mention a lot, my favorite winter thrift store. You are not allowed to tape in there, or at least it's just that vibe. You just know, no. But if I wore the glasses and I taped and then I showed you guys afterwards, what would you think? And my reservation again is the fact that it would be, horizontal versus vertical, and it's all the preference. I've now seen a couple of resellers. If you want to check them out, it was Mellow State and also Kaylee Elaine. They both have these glasses, and I honestly had no problem watching it. I watched it from my computer. I really enjoyed it. So, and it got me excited to think it would really open up a lot of doors for me to show you guys what I'm looking at, and you know, not everybody wouldn't have to know that I'm taping. So let me know what you think, if that would be interesting to you. It's an investment for me, so you know, I'm thinking about it long and hard. I haven't invested in any new equipment for my business in a while, so that would be something that I would invest in. But let me know what you think. If you've watched any sellers, if you know of anybody else that I didn't mention that's doing it, just in the preliminary stages of watching and seeing how other resellers that tape for YouTube are doing it. So, all right. So if you made it this far, thank you so much. Like and subscribe the video. I would so appreciate it. This has been an awesome journey for me. I'm just so excited, and I just love, I say this every time, but I love to tell you guys how much I appreciate all the good info you give me and the warm and kind comments that I get. It just really warms my heart, and honestly, it makes me want to get up and do these videos for you guys. So I appreciate you. And if you're new, I put out 2 to 4 videos per week, all about reselling, part-time, thrift hauls, church rummage sales. We're coming into my favorite time of year. There is a church sale this Friday, and I'm hoping that I can get to it, but my kids are in all the things this week, so we'll have to see. I'm pretty sure I can get there. So I will have some new goodies, hopefully, for a video soon. So thank you all. I appreciate you so much. I hope you're picking up good things. Let me know what you're picking up. Let's do this together. Happy thrifting, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.